Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pathways to Progress. I'm Alex, and I'm so glad you're joining us today. If you're here, it means you're committed to your English learning journey, and that's fantastic. Keep going. Every step, big or small, takes you closer to your goals. Today, we have a really interesting topic that I think will help you in many ways, not just with English.
And I'm Amanda. It's great to be here with you all. Today we're going to talk about something called mental flexibility. Now, don't worry, it sounds a little complex, but it's actually a very simple and powerful idea. Mental flexibility is about being able to change your thoughts and ideas easily. It's like being able to bend and stretch your mind.
That's a great way to put it, Amanda. Think of it like this. Imagine you're trying to open a door. If the door handle is broken, a flexible mind doesn't just give up. Instead, it thinks, okay, how else can I open this door? Maybe there's a different way, or another door. It's about finding new solutions when things don't go as planned.
Exactly. And this is so useful in learning English. Sometimes you might learn a new grammar rule, but then you see an exception. If you're mentally flexible, you don't get frustrated. You think, okay, so sometimes the rule changes. I can learn this too. It helps you adapt to new information.
Let's try a simple example to understand adapting. Imagine you usually take one road to work. One day, that road is closed. If you are mentally flexible, you don't just stop. You quickly think of another road, a different way to get to your destination. This ability to change your plan is what we mean by flexibility.
A simple way to practice this is with your daily routine. Try to change one small thing today. Maybe you usually drink coffee in the morning. Today, try tea. Or if you always sit in the same chair, try a different one. These small changes help your brain get used to new things.
This isn't just about changing habits. It's also about seeing things from different points of view. Let's say you're discussing a topic with a friend. You have one opinion, and your friend has another. Mental flexibility means you can listen to your friend's idea and try to understand why they think that way, even if you don't agree.
This skill is often called perspective plus taking. Perspective means your point of view, how you see something. Taking means trying to see it from another person's view. It makes conversations much more interesting and helps you learn new things about the world and other people.
For our English learners, practicing perspective plus taking can be as simple as reading a story and trying to imagine what a different character in the story is thinking or feeling. Why did they do what they did? How would you feel in their shoes? This also helps you understand different cultures.
Another aspect of mental flexibility is problem plus solving. When you face a problem, instead of feeling stuck, you can try many different ways to solve it. It's like having a toolbox with many tools, and you try different ones until you find the one that works best.
Think about learning new English vocabulary. Sometimes you might forget a word. A flexible learner doesn't just stop there. They might try to describe the word using other words they know. Or they might look it up in a dictionary. Or they might ask a friend. They keep trying different ways to understand or use the word.
Let's talk about thinking outside the box. This phrase means to think in a creative way, not in the usual way. Imagine a box. If you always think inside the box, you only use old ideas. Thinking outside the box means looking for new, fresh ideas that others might not consider.
This can be really fun. For example, if you need to remember a new English word, instead of just repeating it, try to draw a picture of it, or make a funny story using the word, or even sing it. These are outside-the-box ways to learn and remember.
To build mental flexibility, you can try brainstorming. This means thinking of many ideas, even silly ones, without judging them. Just write down everything that comes to your mind about a topic. This helps you generate a lot of different possibilities.
For our English practice, brainstorming can be used for writing. If you need to write an email, first, just brainstorm all the things you want to say. Don't worry about grammar or perfect sentences. Just get the ideas out. Then, you can organize them.
Another great exercise is to ask what-if questions. What if I tried studying English for 10 minutes instead of 30 today? What if I spoke to a native English speaker, even if I make mistakes? These questions open your mind to new possibilities and reduce fear.
When you ask what if, you're exploring different paths. It's about being open to various outcomes and not being afraid of the unknown. This kind of thinking helps you experiment with your English learning, which is a fantastic way to improve.
Remember, mental flexibility isn't about being perfect. It's about being willing to try new things and not being afraid to change your mind or your approach. It's about being a lifelong learner and an adaptable person.
It's also about having a growth mindset. This means believing that your abilities and intelligence can grow with effort and practice. If you make a mistake in English, a growth mindset says, "That's okay, I'm learning. What can I learn from this mistake?"
Instead of saying, "I can't do it," a flexible mind says, "I can't do it, trit, but I can learn how." This simple shift in thinking makes a huge difference in how you approach challenges, especially when learning a new language.
So how can you practice this every day? Start small. When you encounter a challenge, big or small, pause and ask yourself, is there another way to think about this? Is there another way to do this? Try to think of at least 3 different options.
And don't forget to be kind to yourself. Learning a new skill, especially a language, takes time and effort. Celebrate your small successes and view challenges as opportunities to grow and stretch your mental muscles.
We hope this episode has given you some new tools for your learning journey and for life in general. Being mentally flexible will not only help you master English, but also navigate the world with more ease and creativity.
Thank you for joining us today on Pathways to Progress. Keep practicing, keep exploring new ideas, and keep believing in yourself. Every day is a chance to learn something new and become a little bit more flexible. You're doing great.
Part 2, The Power of Reframing. Hello everyone and welcome back to English Unlocked, the podcast that helps you learn and grow. I'm Alex, and today, Amanda and I have a really interesting topic for you. We are so happy you're here with us today, ready to take another step in your English learning journey. Remember, every step, big or small, takes you closer to your goals. So let's learn together.
Hi everyone, it's great to be back. Today, we're going to talk about something that can truly change how you see the world and how you learn. We're calling it the power of reframing. Now, what does reframing mean? It simply means looking at a situation or an idea in a new, different way. It is like changing the picture frame to make the picture look different, even though the picture itself has not changed.
Exactly. Think of it this way. Imagine you are trying to learn a new English word, and it seems really difficult. Instead of saying, "This word is impossible," you could reframe it and say, "This word is a challenge that will make my vocabulary stronger." Do you see the difference? It is about changing your perspective, your viewpoint.
This is so important for language learning. Sometimes we get frustrated when we make mistakes. But mistakes are not bad things. If you reframe them, they become learning opportunities. Every time you make a mistake, it means you are trying. And that's fantastic. Mistakes show you what you need to practice more.
Let's take another example. Maybe you feel nervous speaking English with native speakers. You could reframe this feeling. Instead of, "I am scared to speak," you could think, "This is an exciting chance to practice and improve my fluency." It changes the feeling from fear to excitement and possibility.
That's a great point, Alex. Our minds are very powerful. The way we talk to ourselves, our inner voice, has a big impact. If your inner voice says, "You can't do it," then it becomes harder. But if it says, "Let's try this," then you open yourself up to learning.
So how can we practice reframing? A simple way is to use different words. When something negative happens, try to find a positive way to describe it. For example, if you miss a class, instead of, "I missed class, so now I am behind," try, "I missed class, so now I have a chance to review the material on my own and reinforce my understanding."
That's a practical tip. Another way is to ask yourself different questions. Instead of, "Why is this so hard?" ask, "What can I learn from this challenge?" Or, "How can I approach this differently next time?" These questions push your mind to find solutions instead of dwelling on problems.
Let's apply this to a common learning challenge: understanding complex grammar. Many learners feel overwhelmed. If you reframe it, you could say, "This grammar point is like a puzzle, and I enjoy solving puzzles." This mindset makes the learning process more enjoyable and less intimidating.
I agree. And it's not just about learning. Reframing can improve your daily life too. For instance, waiting in a long queue. Instead of feeling annoyed, you could reframe it as, "This is a quiet moment to listen to an English podcast or practice some vocabulary on my phone." You turn a frustrating moment into a productive one.
This skill also helps with confidence. When you reframe a perceived weakness into an area for growth, you build self-belief. For example, if you think, "My accent isn't perfect," reframe it to, "My accent shows I am a multilingual person, and it is part of my unique English voice."
That's beautiful, Alex. It's about self-acceptance and continuous improvement. Remember, perfection isn't the goal, progress is. Every step you take in reframing your thoughts helps you gain more control over your feelings and reactions.
Let's imagine you receive some constructive criticism on your English writing. Instead of feeling bad or thinking, "My writing is terrible," you can reframe it as, "This feedback is a gift. It shows me exactly how to make my writing even better." It transforms criticism into a guide for improvement.
This also ties into expanding your vocabulary. When you encounter a new word you don't understand, don't let it stop you. Reframe it. "This is an exciting new word to add to my collection. I'm curious to find out what it means and how to use it." This makes learning new words an adventure.
Absolutely. And a key part of reframing is being kind to yourself. Learning a language is a journey, not a race. There will be good days and challenging days. On challenging days, Reframe your internal dialogue. Instead of "I'm not good enough," try "I'm doing my best, and that is enough for today."
This approach also helps with thinking skills. When you consciously try to look at things differently, you are exercising your brain. You're developing flexibility in your thinking, which is a valuable skill in all areas of life, not just language learning.
Think about reading an English book that feels too hard. Instead of quitting, reframe it. I will read a few pages every day. Even if I don't understand everything, I am practicing my reading comprehension and expanding my exposure to English. Small, consistent steps lead to big results.
Another powerful example: waking up early for an English class. If you see it as a burden, it will feel difficult. But if you reframe it as, "This is an investment in myself and my future. I'm choosing to improve my skills," it becomes much easier and more motivating.
It is all about how you frame your experiences. This power to change your perspective is always inside you. It's a skill you can develop with practice, just like any other skill. The more you practice reframing, the more natural it becomes.
We hope this discussion on reframing has given you some new ideas and tools for your learning journey and your daily life. Remember, your thoughts are powerful. By reframing, you can turn challenges into opportunities and build a more positive and effective learning experience.
So next time you face a challenge, whether it's an English grammar rule or a difficult day, pause and ask yourself, how can I reframe this? How can I look at this in a new, more helpful way? You might be surprised by the insights you gain.
We encourage you to try reframing in your daily life this week. Pay attention to your thoughts and actively try to change your perspective on small things. You will notice a positive change.
Thank you so much for joining us on English Unlocked today. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep growing. We are so proud of your dedication.
Yes, thank you for watching. We love having you as part of our community. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comments below what you want us to talk about next. We always love hearing from you.